Hello and welcome back to my channel. As some of you might be aware of, an article has been posted to ageofempires.com called Empire Wars is coming to ranked play. And while I do support the idea of adding Empire Wars a ranked game mode, what I personally am less of a fan of is removing Deathmatch Ranked Games, which was talked about in the same article. To be frank though, I can completely understand why someone would want to throw out a DM ranked queue if you're just looking at the player counts of game modes. We got, according to AoE Nexus, 51.1 thousand players in random map ranked queue. We got 51.1 thousand players in random map, 84.3 thousand in team random map, and compare that to the 1.2 thousand in deathmatch and 1.2 thousand in team deathmatch. That is quite a difference. Those numbers do really show how small the DM community is in comparison to the RM one. But are those numbers really important? Are they really applicable in this case? I mean, the question was not whether we want to have RM or DM, but it is if we want to have DM or Empire Wars. So while it is definitely true that you cannot split any community between too many different queues and modes before matchmaking really unbalanced and take way too long, in a way it does make sense to make room for Empire Wars by removing the DM queue. But I think only few DM players would actually want to play Empire Wars instead of Deathmatch if they were given the choice. Why do I think so? Well, after having played and spectated quite a bit of both Deathmatch and Empire Wars, I'd say that Empire Wars feels a lot closer to the normal random map games, albeit faster start, later on you get more stuff going on, but it is still closer to RM than to DM, and thus probably most of the players who would play Empire Wars I would expect would be coming from random maps. Going along with that theory and having little knowledge about how popular Empire Wars would be in ranked games, quick match waiting time were always quite high there in my experience. It would probably only make the RM matchmaking worse, if only by a bit, and leave all of the deathmatch player pretty much stranded without a somewhat reliable ranking system, which has been a very useful tool for tournament organization and just being a measure to get generally fairer games, even when you're just doing lobby games. We have to keep in mind though that the article also closed with the words, "This is just a test, we will continue to listen to your feedback and try our best to be good stewards of this amazing franchise," and an appeal to the community for feedback. Well, here you go. So all in all, I would say that removing DM queues would not be a good thing for the game. It would only add minimally to the player base for Empire Wars, and would also at the same time be quite a massive setback for the, albeit small, part of the community which does enjoy Deathmatch very much. So this has been just a little think piece of mine. I want to get my thoughts on the matter out. As always, thank you for watching. Have a great day. This is Malcolm. Goodbye.